All right. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully everybody had a nice recovery after last night's long haul. We are back right where we left off, sitting on the ramp in Honolulu. Getting ready to do a short hop over to Maui with a possible return leg or an Alt F4. I'm not entirely sure what is in store for us. We have the debated CSS-737 Classic in front of us. I'm on the retro kick. I love retro stuff. We do not have a non-NG 737 in Microsoft Flight Simulator, whether it was 2020 or 2024. This was the first dev to make an attempt at it, and it's going to be a little bit interesting. We'll take a look at it. We'll see. I haven't done a full flight A to B in it yet. I just set up my controls and everything, and I did the $5 rent me price. As a spoiler alert right now, I just highly recommend, if anybody is thinking about getting this airplane, just go with the $5 trial first, and then go from there. But we're gonna hop over to Maui. Short little flight plan today. Should be pretty good. Flying at 15,000 feet. I am desperately hoping that this stream will be okay, because I would like to fly. I'd like to add a little classic 737 ops in the lineup of streams, but we'll find out together. So McAllen, good to see my man. Starfreaks here. Classic Jet Sim Pilot. Classic Jet Sim Pilot. This is partially your fault, man. This is partially your fault. It was either this or the DC-9. So that's up, man. Good to see it's Vodka's in the house. I found saw remains for Flix in the Western Pacific. We need to. Yeah, we're gonna need to launch search and rescue for Felix. He didn't quite make it last night. Good to see Vodka. Turk Karen's in the house. No shot. You're flying the Russian Trojan. No, is it Russian or is it Chinese CSS? I'm not sure. My browser's doing weird Chinese things. I posted it in the Discord for you. Bomb Tech's in the house. Good to see what's up. Drew Smith's here. Aaron, what's up? Al W's in the house as well. Bomb Tech 3579. Good to see you. Many more. Welcome all in. Mr. Set joining from the top there as well. So let's rock and roll. Let's see how this thing operates. Let's see how it sounds. Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out together. It was between this and the DC-9. Was Russian roulette an option? I want to fly retro Hawaiian ops, and there's nothing we can fly it in. There's 727 we could do, but that's kind of a handful for these short little hops. So I don't know. Let's give it a shot. Let's reserve our opinions until we see it live. It's a default airplane. I have no mods, and it's PMDG's fault, because I guess Hawaiian also flew the 737 but we don't have it yet. If we had the 737-700 out, I would have flown that today in Hawaiian colors, because the Hawaiian did operate the 700 for inter-island service. So without that, we're stuck with this. Who's ready to rock and roll? I am. Here we go. Reset the drone cam. I mean, as far as the external model is concerned, we take a look around it. It's actually not bad. The model is pretty decent looking. If it was PMDG, people would be up in arms, because you don't have the little ports and buttons to open the GPU and all that. So by acceptable, I mean, it looks like a 737-500, and that's about it. It looks like it's ported from something. Is this a ported airplane from FSX? I don't think I remember CSS, but I feel like this airplane, it feels like a port of some sort. But as I hop in here, take a look at the wing. The wing actually looks semi-decent. All right, looks semi-decent. I got my wing views bound here. This really looks like FSX to me. But hey, maybe we'll be surprised. They even have a little tie on right here. So they're a new dev, so this is not a port. Oh, they're from FS2000? I don't know, I have conflicting information. Yeah, the DC-9 is not flyable. The SkySim DC-9 is not flyable. Don't waste your money on that. That's probably the worst add-on to date in flight simulation, is the SkySim DC-9 for 2024, which is a shame, because I would really like a good DC-9, but that thing is just atrocious. So we're gonna give this a shot here. Now, 737 Classic Ops. I'm gonna try to kind of find my way around it. We're gonna fly it kind of a little bit like an NG, but hopefully we'll find the differences and whatnot. So I'm gonna turn the sim up. You take a listen. Let's go ahead and boot the aircraft up. One last thing: the EFB. I cannot figure out how to import. I don't think you can import the load from SimBrief. I get my flight plan and everything in here, but I don't know if there's like an auto load from SimBrief. At least I have not been able to find it, so you have to manually load it. We'll go over that a little bit later. But I guess maybe we should open the windows since it's Hawaii and it's a beautiful morning here. And let's power it up. Take a listen to the sights and sounds. I guess I should have done the battery switch first. All right, battery switch is coming up. Let's get the panel lights. Let's get everything juiced up here. This is making me want to fly the IXCG. Definitely making me want to fly the IXCG. All right, we'll start with our flows from the top. So we're going to throw these into a line nav, and dome light. No, we don't need that. That's fine. Let's go ahead and do the... quick shaker test across the board. Only 1,000 PSI on the oxygen. That's interesting. Can we test the oxygen? We can, but no noise. We should have So oxygen checked. Coming on down here. Let's throw that on. Let's throw one center tank fuel pump on. Let's get the galley power on. We are on ground power. We'll leave you right there for now. That looks good. Drive lights, everything is down. APU is off. Let's go ahead and turn on the... no, we'll leave those off for now. Arm the emergency exit lights. Those are coming down. That looks good. Get the window heat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pitos can stay off. Hydraulics are good. CVR test into the green. Looking good. Pressurization looks good. Coming off the top. Recirc fan. Auto. Let's get that on. Packs are off. That's closed. That looks totally fine. Taking a look at the pressurization. One thing I've noticed. The... performance is pretty terrible. I'm running auto FPS in Hawaii. The performance is pretty terrible, and I've noticed it's just from the launcher that you have to run. When I close the launcher and I fly a different airplane, or let me rephrase that. If I'm flying a different airplane and the CSS launcher is still active in your taskbar, you lose performance in the sim. At least I do, significantly. So this is a very heavy airplane. I was getting 50 FPS with just me on the ground without streaming until I turned on auto FPS. So it is very performance heavy for my particular rig. Flight altitude, we're going to set 15 thou. Short flight, low altitude. All right, 15,000, that looks fine. Cabin altitude, we'll leave it in auto mode. Landing altitude 10 feet. We're going to on ground. We're going to have to put that over to flight when we get going. Cross the board here, logo's on. Let's get the position light on steady. Oxygen valve behind the FO seat. We'll get there. I could not get my EFIS or FCU to work from WinWing. I don't know if you have to use MobiFly or if you can use SimMap Pro. I could not get SimMap Pro to do it. Let's go ahead and brighten up all these. Oh, that's the ADF, my bad. That looks good. That's coming off. Got the yaw damper gauge. Everything looks good. Coming across the right-hand side. Turn on our FMCs. We'll put you at 5 degrees nose up. Weather is off. Park brake is set. Trim are all neutralized. Let's do a fire test. Overheat detection. That's AB. Got it. There we go. So there we go. A little bit different. Alright, overheat left, normal. Oh, it's okay, so I see it's a little bit more simplified. Wheel well, there's the 3. APU fault. Okay, I got you. Bottle test, that looks good. Cargo heat. Beautiful. We'll throw you on 2000. Transponder XPDR mode. Okay, looking good. Coming all the way down the panel. Or 00 rotor trim. And then oxygen behind the FO seat. Where's this oxygen valve you guys talk about? Over here? So now do we get a good test? There we go. Alright, that's kind of cool. Interesting animation. But that's cool. I like it. Alright. So we do have oxygen. Beautiful. We're back up to life. AJ for 9. Ooh, it just started raining. Chat, we got to close the windows. Close the windows. Not terrible animations on that either. AJ, thanks for $3 super chat. Up. You installed this but complain about test.exe. AJ, I'm stand by on that. But yeah, I know, man. I know. Listen, test.exe is one thing. This is just, you know, it's a different situation, my man. Are you familiar with water landing? Because we're going to need it. No, I'm not familiar with water landing on this thing, but hopefully we won't need a bomb tech.
Oh, traffic crew drag, 69,
Clear track.
Right.
We'll go RTO on the auto brake. That looks good. All right, nav data added date. I don't know why that is, because I just updated it. So let's clear this. All right, route page. I don't believe I can pull this in from SimBrief unless you guys have an idea, but we'll just do it old school way here. We'll test it out. Honolulu to fog, activate, execute, departure, arrival, departing Honolulu, 4 left. And 4 left departure on the Playa 3. Playa 3 to M to Lanai, LNY, execute, that looks good. And then we're going right into the arrival. So departure, arrival, Maui, ILS Zulu 02. Oh, no, we're actually planning on 20. Ooh. Should we try an RNAV or a VOR approach? Try the VOR. Nah, let's try the... Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Go back. We're coming off the camps 4. Let's do the... Actually, we don't have... The only thing we have is RNAV 20. Okay, so RNAV 20 it is. RNAV 20. Camps 4. Oh, you got to do the co-route? Okay, that's lame. We'll skip that. We're going to do RNAV 20, Camps 4. Off of Lanai. Execute. Looks good. Alright, so there is our flight plan. We got a disco. Well, we got a doubled up Lanai. Let's go ahead and close that up. Execute. Alright, that looks good. Let's go to Perfinite then. Now, this is something that I was not able to load in manually. So if you go, or automatically, you go to my SimBrief. This is us right here, Honolulu. OFP, maintenance, flight plan, navlog. I got all the stuff here, which is cool. But I am not able to send this to the FMC. So I think you got to do it manually. So we'll go to, not performance with the runway. We'll go to ground ops and load sheet. So from here we're going to load it up. We've got how many packs we have on board today? 114. Or actually, did it take it? I think it actually did. Yeah, it actually did load it. I don't know how, but okay. I guess when you load your flight plan, it does pull it. So I stand corrected. That's cool. So this is correct. The only thing that is not cool is no matter what, you only have kilos in this aircraft. So made in America, originated in America, Boeing's America, and we only have kilograms for weights. So it does automatically load the flight when you load the OFP. So that is cool. We got it, but you have to do everything in kilos. So we've got kilos set to what that. Actually, that's exactly how we want it. So let's do a real time. We'll start the loading progress. Hey, they have this. I'll give credit where credit is due. They have a real-time, quote-unquote, real-time loading, which I enjoy more so than the Unibuild's L1011. We only have insta-load on the L1011, which I really dislike. I wish we had something like this for those of us that are free from the GSX addictions, having some sort of, force you to wait while you load your airplane situation, as simple as it may be. I do appreciate that they have that here in the box. So, excellent. That is good to go. Then we'll manually load this, right? Or can we? I think we still have to manually put the numbers in. So let's manually put the numbers in. Zero fuel weight today is 44.6. Quite the delay on the box. Is that intended? Might be. 44.6 on the zero fuel. Hello? Oh, really delayed. Cruise altitude 15,000. Reserve fuel is thou. Cost index, we're going to use cost index 5. Execute that. I broke the FMC. Don't bother flying now. Why did I break the FMC? Check if you have a vector leg. I do have a vector leg. What's wrong with a vector leg?
Honolulu, traffic crew track 69, lining up, taking off runway 4, right turn.
Jesus. I have a vector leg on departure. There are certain SID starts that fully break the airplane. For real. What if we change the SID? Vector departures brick the FMC. We're off to a great start. Let's see what happens. I'm going to leave it. We're going to just let it rock and roll. Delete the vector leg. It should be fine. Alright, vector leg deleted. This feels like an X-Plane add-on circa 2019. What's up, Sam? How you doing, buddy? It does. I really wanted to try out the IXEG again in X-Plane 12, but I don't have it. I don't own it. I have to figure out how to go buy it and reinstall it and all that, and I don't know if it's worth it. So this was $5. We're giving it a shot. This is the year of retros for me. I need more retro aircraft. All right, thank you for that, Sasa. We deleted the vector leg. That's fine. Let's get back to where we were. We're doing takeoff data.
IXEG's abandonware, don't do it.
IXEG's abandonware, okay. Oh, the love in here today is great. Outside air temp. 23 degrees. We're not going to derate. We're not going to cell temp. We're just going to do 23. For speeds, do we just have to, we have to guess? Let's just guess. Let's go 130, 145, and 155. Where's my flap setting on this? Where's the flap? Is there no flap setting? Cell temp.
Honolulu, traffic crew track 69, airborne, passing through 900, climbing, departing right crosswind eastbound, final call, Honolulu.
Oh yeah, we could just do this, but we'll type it in. Let's see how far off we were. PHNL. Runway 4, flaps. Oh, we were way off. We would have been safe though. Actually, we need to run flaps 5, NIS off, bleeds off, engines 20K thrust. Is there a chance for a wet runway in here? 17, 20, 30. Alright, so 17, 20, 30. We would have been really ready to fly. Alright, that's all set. Let's get the APU cooking. We got a fuel tank pump on. APU master switch is coming on. Let's go take a listen. Just fly the new 700 that Randazzle sent me. Man, AJ, if he sent me one, we'd be flying it. I was really hoping we'd fly the 700 today, because they have a Hawaiian livery. Not worth it. IXEG has been abandoned and hasn't been touched for years. Hurtful to say, but as a whole X-Plane dev team, its ecosystem is dying. I agree, Turks. I totally agree. There's a couple things that stick out on X-Plane 12, like the Felis. You could even throw in the Rotate MD-11. And the level up 7.3s, I think, were a lot of fun when we were flying them. But pretty much it for X-Plane 12. This is the Dash 500, Nick. Change your assumed takeoff weight to the actual numbers. Planned takeoff weight 41. You have to, hold on, let's see. What do we plan takeoff weight is 49. Wait, so you don't, you have to do, oh, this is awful. And they want to charge $120 for this license? 17, 20, 30, it didn't change anything. I have my questions. 17, 20, 30, flaps 5, APU is online, we'll connect the buses. Fueling is complete, those are all coming on. Let's get the seatbelt sign on, no smoking sign on. And since it's a classic, we'll give it a couple minutes before we turn the bleed on. V2 is 130 knots, we'll put 130 in here. Can I arm the auto throttle yet? Guess you can't arm the auto throttle in the classics early on. We'll set top altitude to 15,000. Alright, 15,000 is set off runway 4, 040. We have to make a right turn out of here, but if there's no ATC, we might just go for a tour of the coastline. Alright, 040 is set. Let's take a look at the actual SID. If you go to Navigraph, Playa 3. Ooh, that's bright. Immediate right-hand turn. Runway 4 left. Must complete right turn to assigned heading within 2 miles. So we'll make an immediate right turn southbound. That's fine. And then we're going out to Playa, Molokai. Actually, no, Playa, then Lanai. There we go. 15,000 is set for our top altitude. Taxi out of here. Let's take a look at that. They don't have the numbers of the chart, which is frustrating, like 10-9. We're coming out of here. We're going to go Alpha Juliet to... oh, we're not going to go to 4 left, are we? We're going to 8 left. Oh my gosh, if we change the runway, let's do a runway change. Will this brick the whole box? Departure 8 left. I'm not going to put a SID in there. Alright, there we go. Departure off 8 left. That's fine. Heading 080. Course line 080. Who's that gifted memberships already? Thank you, 8K Drivers, or Drive Us. Thank you so much, man, for the 5 gifted memberships to the channel. Very generous of you. Appreciate the support. And it's very kind. If you get a membership from 8K Drivers, make sure you shout them out and say thank you, man. Very kind. Turn that brightness down a little bit. All right. We're all set to go. Let's go to the ground ops and see how our boarding process. It is going quite slow. Maybe I should have done that. Let's get our packs on. Let's get some air going. Got some air coming into the cabin. Take a listen. Ooh, it's a rainy day. Looks nice outside though. Looks like a fun sim flight. I would like to try the classics, but for rent is not for me. Maybe if it's cheaper than PMG, I'd get version 5 or 400. This thing isn't worth more than about $5 if I'm being honest with you, man. It's not worth much more than about $5 in my current opinion. We'll see how the sounds are. Somebody said there's an FT Sim sound pack for it. I was going to look into that, but again, for the first stream, I just wanted to see how it was out of the gate, you know, with default everything. How's the cloud radar? Flix, you're alive, man. How'd that 7-4 end up for you last night, Flix? Fly 6 hours and then you go past the destination, crash in the ocean? And the pylon, Turk, right? That pylon looks a little rough. I like the stream since V1 is suffering, so others don't have to. There you go. Can you weight pounds in the EFB options? No, you cannot, Roni Thero. You cannot change it to pounds. An aircraft made in the USA, designed in the USA, flown in the USA, you cannot convert to pounds. $5 for this is $5 too much. To each their own. I'm not going to argue with that. Wish I knew how to program. What's up, Hoss? Good to see you, man. Metric is just better. No. No, Jack. British pounds. Alright. that. So we're pretty much all done in here. Do I have to reset the auto brake? Oh, we got that light. Auto brake disarm light is on. I wonder if that has to do with the park brake being set, perhaps. Here's our Hawaiian takeoff card, 17, 20, 30, flaps 5, trim is 4 1/4. It's gonna take forever to get there. Alright, trim is set, 4 1/4, nose up. Speeds, weights are all set. Magic barrel ref is set. 5,000 pounds of fuel on board. Nothing in the centers. We'll go ahead and we are good to disconnect from that, so that's off. How are we looking on the boarding process? 2/3 of the way there. Almost there, chat. Hey, we're building suspense. Have I recovered from the martinis? I have. It was a great night last night. What's up, Jen? Or Jean? V1 is intimidated by multiple of thousands. Yes. Set the speed on the gauge. You mean the actual speed bugs? Well, we'll set those later. Edging or disappointment? Let's find out together. I want to see how it flies. I haven't done a full flight A to B, so I really want to see how this aircraft hand flies. I tell you what, it does trigger the autopilot variable in the Brunner profile, unlike the AnyBuild Cell 1011, which I find interesting. Even CSS could get that going. Chris Stuper in the house. What's up, my man? Are the FMCs identical to the NG? They're similar to the old NGs when we had climb, cruise, descents. Typically the fans were the fans A or 1, whatever. The old FMCs looked very similar to this. But now all the NGs, or most of the NGs, have the ATC button here, a menu button here. This N1 button is flip-flop with the fixed limit. As far as the operation, though, it honestly felt very similar. I don't want to dig in the box too much and get some type of crash, a WASM problem, so we're not going to mess with it too much. But as far as setting it up, departure, arrival, all that seemed pretty decent. I'm afraid to get the forecast winds because I don't want to crash the sim. Cruising at 15,000 feet, no step climb. We're going to climb out at 261.72. That looks fine. So, I mean, very similar. Very, very similar. You have to manually set your bugs? Oh my gosh. I mean, it's cool that they work like that where you can just do this. We got, what were they? 17? 20? 30? And then, clean up. Press and hold will automatically do it. I'm pressing and holding. Press and hold what? This thing? Pressing and holding. Nothing. Nothing. Click the top left. Top left of what? Push to test works. You have to have them enabled in the EFB. Enable helper click spots. No. I tried to put the eyebrows on, but I don't have... Oh, there they are. They showed up after a while. I got the eyebrows. Cool. Software. Oh, weight units. Hey! Uh-oh. Look, it's changing. I swear I couldn't find that earlier. Alright, cool. Weight units, pounds. set all altimeters at once. I don't want that. Enable helper click spots. I'm just going to keep it off for now. We'll be just fine. Almost done. Golly. Epstein units. Jesus, Gus. Gus, where were you last night, man? I thought you'd fly with us. At least the rain passed away now. Can you do RNAV? Does it have GPS? We're going to find out together, my friend. We're doing an RNAV into Maui together. We'll do an RNAV approach. We'll see how she handles. We're going to find out together. Again, I haven't done a full flight in it yet. I've just bound controls, took off, took a couple screenshots, and that was that. And most of that was done with my headset off, so I don't really know how it sounds. I was working because some people do stuff here. Oh, don't lie to yourself, Gus. You're not working. The cabin is horrendous. Yeah, the cabin is... I'm in. I've seen worse cabins. It's actually not bad. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. You know what? We need a Microsoft 737-100 or 200. Mr. Sat, imagine a PMDG 737-100-200 after the 7.4s. You can see the shock absorbers moving during loading on the Phoenix. How about this? The Phoenix is one of the most insane add-ons of all time. That's all there is to say about that. Cockpit lighting looks better than the L1011. Flex, get out of here, you troll. You can smell the kerosene. No USB ports in the seatbacks. Yeah. Hey, Spirit doesn't have those. In 2026, they don't have any of those either. Alright, we're almost done loading. Man, the loading is going to take longer than the actual flight. Alright, 15,000 feet. We'll keep it slow and steady. 250, 260 knots above 10,000 feet. I guess, alright, loading is complete. Let's go to the doors. Let's close you. Let's close you. Let's get rid of you. Let's pull the chocks. Everything's closing up. Let's go ahead and run our before start checklist. Those are coming on. Hydraulic pumps are coming on. There comes our hydraulic pressure. Yes, it does. All right, that looks good. We'll leave the bleeds on for right now. Getting everybody some air conditioning will be starter left side. Anti-collision light is coming on. Honolulu traffic, Hawaiian 357 pushing back off of Charlie 5. Cockpit to ground brakes released. Ready to push. The lost art of reading a book must have some screen in front of us all time. Yes, yes, agree, Turks. Totally agree, my man. Still banned from VATSIM? Oh, forever and always, dude. Actually, we had a record last night. We had a conga line of 10 aircraft on Iveo, which was epic. So I love to see that. Ooh, look at the attempted wing flex here. Interesting sounds. Is it true that you get a fail if both packs are on one APU only in this thing? So I know you're not supposed to run 2 packs off of one bleed source, but you could run it off the APU, so I don't know why you wouldn't be able to do it in the Classic. Again, I don't fly the Classic, so I'm not going to say that's correct or incorrect behavior because I actually don't know. But on the NG, that would not be a problem. Captain Cannon, what's up? Most amount of Iveo users are seen in 6 months. What's up, bud? Dude, it is. We're starting a trend, baby. Starting a trend. Alright, are we done? That was a very interesting pushback. Alright, let's go ahead and set brakes. Oh. Realistic parking brake. All right, I see you, CSS study level. Let's go ahead and crank 2. Everyone, shh. Here we go. Starting engine 2. Are we starting? We are starting. We don't have any sounds. 25% N2, fuel on. Are we gonna get any, nothing, huh? Oh, shh. Is this for real? Surely my install is bugged. Is my install bugged, or is that what the startup sounds are supposed to sound like? Is that... That's it, for real. Oh, brother. Alright, get started on 2. Isolate, ventilate, let's go ahead and, let's start engine 1. Holy... Well, we might as well watch the animation, because there's nothing to listen to. Ay. FSX, don't insult FSX like that. This airplane wishes it had sounds like FSX. Alright, 25%. Fuel on. Do you guys remember how good the sounds were on the IXEG back in the heyday? Oh my word. What's it sound like outside? A little better. I hope you do the 1 month rental on this. Oh, Captain Canada. Yeah, 1 month rental, dude. That's it. And I already said it's about $4 overpriced. It's $4 overpriced. Maybe even $5 at the 1 month rental price. Alright, I think we have a good start on 1. Yeah, we do. Okay. Jeez. Good start on 1. I mean, they got some needle shake, which is pretty cool. Isn't it amazing how the overhead of the Classic is identical to the 737NG? What a retro airliner we fly. Alright, we're doing a flaps 5 departure. Should I attempt to hear flap sounds? No flap sounds. Flight controls. That's it for flaps, really? I mean, the model. Oh, gosh, it's such a shame. I love the 7.3 Classic wing. It looks so good. Just, it's unfortunate that this is what we're stuck with here. Alright, flaps 5 indicating. Let's do a flight control check up here because I can't trust what's going on back there. Alright, flight control is free and correct. Stab trim is set. Flaps 5, auto brakes off. APU's coming down. Let's go continuous. Taxi lights on. Why are we rolling? Why are we still off on the auto brakes here? Okay. RTO lights out. Honolulu traffic, line 357, taxi 8 left. Well, I've confirmed that we're only going to be doing 1 leg on this. Oh yeah, pressurization. Well, we'll get that at takeoff. We'll do that below the line. We'll get it with the auto throttle. I'm going to leave the auto throttle off until we get up to the runway. Is there a Why can't I change my map display screen? There it is. I wish there was like a hidden, you know, on the IXEG you had that hidden display line so you could move the PFD and ND around without looking at the center pedestal. That's all right. The 37 I was on last week was a noisy one. The flaps especially sounded like the screws and pumps had gravel in them. Nice. Dude, the 7.3 Classic flaps, the actual flap sounds of the 500, the 3 and 500 flap sounds are some of the best. It was really loud. It was like ring. They were awesome, man. I loved flying on the Classic 7.3s during Wingview. Mickey G's in the house. What's up, buddy? Mickey G, so that 707 that was posted in the Discord, the Nimbus one, they just said that the exterior is almost complete. They haven't even started on the cockpit. Is that true? So, Gus, the XP apologist in chat, Gus, are we talking, you know, years, not months on the 707? I thought it was much closer to being released, but then after seeing that post where they said they haven't even started on the cockpit, or cockpit is next. Turn the sim down. This is a very interesting sound set. Yeah, Aaron, you're absolutely right about the 757 on the ND zoom switch. Yeah, it's not right in front of your face. You're absolutely right. Should we do an intersection departure? No, I don't trust it enough to do an intersection departure. Let's just go all the way full length. You're definitely missing that. The classic spool-up sound on the CFMs were great. You really had that. IXEG's got it. The IXEG sounds were awesome. When IXEG was current and not abandonware, X-Plane 11, that was the plane I flew every morning off stream. Like, I would wake up, I'd set up an IXEG flight, hang out with the missus, have some coffee before she went to work, and I'd fly the IXEG around. That was before I even thought about streaming. And it was a great airplane. Maybe we should intentionally put this plane in the drink, Phoenix Galaxy. IXEG would also miss altitude constraints by 8,000 feet on VNAV arrivals. That is true. I remember a VATSIM controller yelling at me one day for that. It's like, you gonna make it? I'm like, probably not. I do remember that. The only thing you can trust now is that ESC works when things go wrong. That escape works. Alright, well, let's see. Let's do it before takeoff. Takeoff data and bugs. Close out receipt and check. Flaps 5, green light. Stab trim. 4.1 units set. Takeoff brief. We're going to make a right turn. Can I move my heading bug with the Bravo? Probably should have checked that out. No, I cannot. That's not very friendly. So I cannot move the heading bug with the Honeycomb Bravo. So we'll have to mouse wheel it. So that sucks. So we'll fly it. We'll make a right turn. Get established nice and level, or a nice steady climb. Then we'll hand it over to the autopilot. No HUD on this bad boy. Generators are on. Air conditioning and bleeds. Auto and set. Let's take it below the line. MCP ND. Let's see. We're going to be heading on departure. Can you arm VNAV? On the ground of the Classic? No. Okay. So, alright. Flight director set to my side. We're going to be heading on departure. Auto throttle, cabin is a flight. PA is complete. Lights are set. Before takeoff checklist complete. Looks like a little rain starting here. B1, if you were given a chance to by NASA to fly a moon mission, would you, or a landing or flyby, would you do it? Yeah, because I'd be the first person to ever do it, because we've never been to the moon. Is it just me or does the plane look kind of cartoonish? You mean like the actual model? Well, the 500 looks cartoonish. That's why I love the 500. I love the short 7.3. Why do we have a strobe light on? Oh, because we're in the wrong position. There we go. I think our nav lights are on. I feel like it requires a little bit more power than it should. We're pretty light. 10,000 pounds of gas, 114 peeps. Alright, let's light it up and get out of here. Godspeed. Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff. Honolulu traffic, QI 357, and the departing runway 8 left. Honolulu traffic. Does this even deserve the yoga emote? You know what? I'm not even going to say it. This will be our first stream where we're just going to go in silence. If you feel compelled to press the yoga button, you press it. Although, I couldn't have picked a better day to fly. A questionable airplane. Hard IMC out of the gate. Why does that always happen to me? For $100, you can buy a bottle of Bland's or a Timu 7.3 Classic. Choice is yours. What's up, Lone Star? Alright, clear left. As far as I can tell, clear right. We're going to have a crosswind from the right. Godspeed. I'm intrigued to hear how good this sounds. Oh no, BKG, don't get me started, brother. Finally, someone who never went to the moon all these years without going back, and now I just fly right past it. What's up, P1? What's up, BKG? Blueface. Hey, let's save the moon talk for the Lear stream. We'll save the Lear talk for the, or the moon talk for the Lear stream. That's when we'll get our conspiracies out. Look at that lineup. I'm ready for upgrade, Turks. Alright. Godspeed. Spool them up 40, I think. I'm not sure how this is going to even work. Does the Toga button even work? It does. Whoa, went way past this. Oh, dear Lord. Alright. Thrust set, 91.7. 80. Check. Find a little bit of a crosswind. I'm full left rudder. V1, rotate. Rotate again. Stick shaker. Positive rate. Gear up. Hey, at least they got the scrubber sound on the wheels. Immediately start the right turn. Hawaiian 357, turn right, heading 120. Direct to Palais when able. Honolulu traffic, Hawaiian 357 out of 1,700, on the right turn, direct to Palais. Last call, Honolulu. VNav. No VNav. Okay. N1. one way to skin a cat. Let's do level change 250. Flaps 1. I feel like I'm flying something in FSX. This is FS9. FS9. This is not even FSX. This is FS9. Flaps up. Draft takeoff checklist. Auto brakes coming off. Gears coming down. No anti-ice is required. Cabin is moving. F takeoff checklist complete. Why are we engine spooling down? Climb thrust at 5,000 feet. Alright. Let's try the autopilot. Autopilot's engaged. Direct to Palais. Execute. LNAV. VNAV. LNAV, VNAV. We're moving. 250. We're looking good, chat. How's the flight model so far? Well, I had 2 rotations and a stick shaker at 160 knots, so take that as you may. Thumper, thanks for the $5 super chat. Tell Miss V1 to stop vacuuming in the background. That's too funny. Yeah, I'm pretty sure our vacuum is louder than this. Gosh, this would have been such a stunning departure, too. Look at how beautiful it is. Nice rain in Honolulu. Don't really get to fly in this kind of weather down here in Honolulu. I don't know if I can make it all the way to Maui, guys. I really don't with these sounds. I am questioning the stream. I am really questioning the stream here. Kepka says, what's crazy to me is people actually defend this plane. I totally agree with you, man. 100% agree. I don't know where the defense comes in. This is... The community gets their pitchforks out because the pmdg ground GPU plugin doesn't have the little buttons to press. And yet, this airplane is released and people defend it. Very interesting indeed. Alright, we're out of 10 for 11. We should be doing about 260, which is actually going up to 260. So we are VNAVing just fine. That looks good. Outside air temp 15C. No need for any engine anti-ice.
Louis traffic for Giant 69. We're a beach Royal Turbine. We're about
Ooh, a Royal Turbine.
We're going to be doing some left pattern work runway.
Look at the nice detail on the windshield wiper. Alt F4 and do Southwest 737 ops. Man, if we had the 700, we would be doing 737 700 Hawaii ops. Now, airplane mid, look at the breakout though. That's pretty cool in between layers here. FTSim does improve it, but they have a lot of work to do until this is good. It has potential, like model and textures are good enough, not top refined systems. Just systems flight model need work. So basically everything but the external. I wonder how the FTSim works. Does it really make it that much better? Should we attempt the weather radar? Why is this panel so dim? Do you need to come back here? What's going on? Okay. Weather. On. No, weather. On. All the brightness is up. We're in test mode. Wasn't there another button you had to press to get out of test mode? That's the traffic. It's between the... Oh, yeah, you're right. Is it between the... Right here, yes. Perfect. Weather turb is on. Tilt at 5. Let's run the range out a little bit. 160 miles. That's too far. Short flight. 80 miles. Look at that. We've got weather radar. Let's see if we can amend the cruise speed here. Let's just target 250 knots. It's such a short flight. 250. descent speed, we're going to target 250 and the descent invalid entry. So I don't know if this is a classic thing or if on the real 7.3 and the NG you can just put no slash there. All right, 250 speed descent, 250 at 10,000. Seatbelt sign is coming off. The Taco Bite, I just missed your chat from earlier. Rotate again, classic. New intro song. That would be funny. We'll have to clip that, man. We'll have to clip that for the new intro song. V1, rotates. But see, look, I agree actually with whoever said the model was decent. I think the model is good enough that I would be happy. If the systems were really good and the sounds were really good, look, we'd have ourselves a nice little 500, but we got a long way to go. This is an alpha product. This would be, I would consider this an alpha product. I cannot imagine the fact that they have the cojones to ask $120 for the license of this airplane is beyond me. The fact that that is even an option, I hope nobody has spent $120 on this. If you spend $5, you should be upset with yourself. I'm already upset with myself. I spent $5 on this. It also was a pain in the butt to install. I had a bunch of issues with the CSS launcher. I'm not going to bring it up on screen right now, but I had to, because you have to get it on Sim Market, but I had it from their website, but I had to delete that one. I had to get the Sim Market one, and then the launcher wasn't telling me that my key was active. It was really weird. I had to like reboot my PC, and then it worked, and then one day it didn't work. And again, I said the performance. Yeah, spyware installed successfully. It honestly feels like that, dude. The performance, I should not get 47 to 50 frames on the ground without streaming, no network in the airplane. I can get, 65, 70 frames in an Indy Builds aircraft without streaming. With the 7.3, I go into the 40s. I have to run auto FPS, and it's because the CSS launcher running in the background, and I can see it throttling my computer, and I don't know if maybe there's something wrong with my install or I have extra spyware, but when I close the launcher and fly other aircraft, it's fine. But I have noticed a significant perf hit with that launcher running in the background. All right. Let's take a look at our arrival, since there's nothing else to look at. Fog. Maui. We might have to fly the Phoenix to get the taste out of my mouth. What did we say? We're doing the RNAV 20. This ought to be interesting. RNAV 20 from Plum, 3000. We're not on any star, so we'll do the full approach. RNAV 20. I will say their EFB is better than the Leonardo one. Alright, it's more snappy. Alright, Plum will be at 3000. Descent is... Why are we not in cruise?
Kahului traffic or drag 69.
Cruise
We're
altitude.
left downwind after runway 20.
Cruise altitude. Progress page. Showing top of climb still. Why is that? Is this meaning top of descent? Because I see TD over there. Let me turn this off real quick. Oh, I can't. You see TD right there? I believe this should say TD. Interesting. Yeah, take a look at the beautiful scenery. Does the Hawaiian fuselage blowout come free of charge? Honestly, I wish our fuselage would blow out right now. We can Alt F4. I'll turn that down, it's hurting my ears. Scarbridge says, the CSS launcher runs the entire system of the airplane and spams all of it on SimConnect, which tanks performance. It's by design according to CSS. Well, if that's by design, this is the last CSS product I will ever stream. This is what happens to me when when retros are neglected. I do crazy things to fly retros. When retro jets are neglected in the sim, I stoop to levels that you should not stoop to. If you upgrade it to the deluxe edition, you get Putin's autograph and a free FPV drone. Jesus. It wants you to keep flying, aka keep mining. Does a good sound pack by Boris or Echo 19 fix the airplane?
Kahului traffic crew.
It makes it bearable,
left base, runway 20,
but ask me after we land. I really don't know how. I mean, we're gonna see how. I'll have to see how it hand flies when we land. Flight deck to sim how to draw all kinds of weird magenta lines when doing direct twos and such. Let's try a direct two. Let's turn the weather radar off so I can actually see my ND. And let's see if we can go direct camps. Execute. Whoa! Did I hit the wrong button? Why are we not going to camps? Why is camps over there? I guess we're going to Wep2 now. Somebody rewind the stream back. Did I put the wrong fix in there, or did it just decide that we're going to Wep2 instead of camps? Maybe I shouldn't have touched it. Okay. Do not fly this on a network then. I guess we're going direct to Wep2. Now our TD is over here. Can I make Wep2... Let's make Wep2 a 3000. Make it a hard altitude. We should get a TD over here. Should move that TD line. But we can't because we're still stuck in top of climb, even though we're cruise altitude at 15. We're at 15, and we've got 15 set. So VNav seems to have left the building. Let's go ahead and descend manually. Oh, apparently we're descending. So there's our VNav path. We're 2,000 feet high now. Oh, good. Okay, let's set 3,000. Yep. One flight. That's all we need. We'll set 3,000. The clouds look great, Swarm. The clouds look great. 3,000 is set. Let's see what kind of speeds it gives us in the descent here. Let's get those seatbelt signs back on because I don't know what's going on. Down we go. CSS certified. Oh my gosh. Thumper, welcome to the stream. It is a hard no buy from me. A hard no buy. In its current state, it is a hard no buy. And I am one of the biggest classic jet sims you're going to find, dude. I love classic aircraft. I cannot wait to end this flight. If it had a super high quality sound pack, I'd probably say, hey, get it for $5 and try it out. Maybe you can scratch the itch. But between the sounds being atrocious, the image that you're seeing on the screen right now, and the situation with our VNav and LNav, it is highly questionable. Again, the engine looks like I don't even know either. I don't know, man. I don't know what are we looking at here, chat? Somebody tell me what we're looking at here. It looks like we have an anhedral wing design too. It looks like our wing is actually inverse flexing from the tip to the root. But they got the vortex generators right. I mean, hey, credit where credit is due. I love seeing that.
Kona traffic, Southwest 828, departing to the north, runway 35.
Right up to, oh, good. We're doing 290 knots below 10,000 feet. Okay, level change, set speed 250. Speed brake's out. Let's get these lights on to help slow us down here. Fly by Tim. I've never done that. Ooh. That's a sick view. Maybe we should do Caravan. I didn't update the float version. Should we fly back in the passenger variant? I updated the passenger variant, so let's fly back. Let's do a return leg in the Caravan on wheels, because that one is updated, I think. That could be a fun flight. Caravan return on wheels. We're flying into Maui. Could get the Fokker out too. Although I haven't flown the Fokker in ages. Be scared.
Louis traffic for track at 69 Beach Royal Turbine. I'm turning base for runway 20. Louis.
I'm not sure what this airplane is going to do, so I'm going to just go heading select. We'll fly out past WEP2 and then we'll come back in. Yeah, we'll fly out past WEP2. Matter of fact, can we extend the line off WEP2? WEP2. Inbound course on the approach is 204. It won't let me do an intercept course. Okay. Cool. So we can't do that. So let's erase that idea. And we're in heading select, so let's just fly straight. Who remembers the Field Air Wilco? Oh, dude. Field Air Wilco 7.3, man. I flew the paint off those things. The Field Air Wilco 737 Classic, man. Ronald Reagan is rolling in his grave watching us fly Russian malware. Chicken Wing, what's up, buddy? Derek says, you see the aircraft was modeled on Southwest operating procedures. Southwest say speed. We're showing 250 with the clacker going off. Yeah. That's funny, man.
Kahului traffic for drag 69 final. We're going to be touch and go, making
left.
a left traffic pass. Maui.
So we've sequenced to... We've already sequenced to Bic Day, which is interesting. Let's go 210. I was going to hand fly it, but I don't even want to anymore. I've been unmotivated. Let's come back to 190. Flaps 5. Oh, I hear flaps. Yeah, Thumper, it was the monthly submodel. And it will be a single month. That is for sure. Heck, I may try to get my money back for 1 month. Alright, we need to turn back around, head inbound.
You should file a charge back on that thing.
Increase the bank angle. Why was it at 10 degrees? Might have been my doing. Alright, spin it all the way around. Maui traffic, line 357. We're turning about a 15-mile final runway 20. Alright, let's see. Legs. Big D, execute. It's doing something. LNAT, what? No. No. Oh my word. Alright. Autopilot's off. Holy crap. Auto throttle's off. My aircraft. Let's turn the flight director off. I can see the runway. We're done. We are done with you. Tried to go direct to a point on the arrival. I got the Star of David on my ND. Gears coming down. Flaps 15. Speed brake armed. I don't even want to, I'm not even going to do a replay. We're not going to...
Hello, traffic for drag 69. We're turning downwind for runway at 20. This is going to be...
We are not going to do a replay. It's not worth replaying. Why is my trim so far? It feels like it's way out of trim here. Alright, who knows? Let's just call it 135. Sounds about right. VREF 111, huh? At flaps 15? Really? Let's try 125. I'm not getting any slower than that. Let's slow this puppy down here. Is that flap attached? Oh, I couldn't tell. The texture's missing. It looks like this flap was just floating there. The texture's missing. And flaps 40. That's so funny. It looks like that flap is not attached. How about this side? Is it? Hey, they got the texture on this side. All right. How do I on the speed brake? Speed brake armed.
Sync rate.
Oh yeah.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
I should sync rate this right into the water. Yeah, flight model is very springy feeling, which is interesting because that's pretty hard to do with force feedback. All right, stable by 500. It's 1989. We're looking good.
Minimums.
Look at my ND. Looks like somebody tied a bow on my ND.
100. 50. 40.
Alright, traffic
30,
for drag 69. We're
40,
making left base for runway 20, full stop.
Pretty good landing, though. Oh, still bounced. Deployed. Apparently the nose doesn't want to come down. Look at that. Look at that.
Maui traffic southwest 828.
The nose is still in the air.
Camp for the RNAV.
The nose just came
runway
down.
20.
Oh my gosh. That's too funny. I'll tell you what, let's just ghost ride this into the trees. And we ain't even have taxi this sucker back. Look at the spoiler delay. Look at the detail in it. I mean, see, that's a shame because that looks semi-good there. This is how we're going to end this stream. We're just going to take it right over here where she belongs. Oh, the reversers are still out. That's what we're going to do. We're going to juice it. And then we're going to kill it. And we're going to park it over here in the retirement zone where she belongs. And that is how we're going to end that stream. Because that is a hard no from me. Alright. Take a little shot here. Get very ready. We'll save that one. Yay! Spotting the 737. All right, we are done with that stream. Good night. Do not buy the CSS-737. On that note, I will fire up the Caravan. I'll be right back. I'll put the be right back screen on there. Hold on. And let's do a nice little caravan flight on the way back, shall we? AJ, thanks for the $3 super chat, man. Appreciate you. Here's $3 for an old yellow round. Thank you, AJ. Appreciate you. Yep. Vodka, I'm just going to fly right back. And we'll go Maui right back to Honolulu in the caravan. Should we do that? I just want to see it. I want to see it. Mr. R, thanks for $2 super chat. CSS complete super sheet. Totally agree. Do not attempt this aircraft. I'll tell you what. Let's actually screw it. I don't even want to look at it anymore. Let's do this. Here. And Caravan. We're going to fly Pacific Wings Caravan. And we're going to load up in Maui.
Maui traffic, clear tracks.
Nope. Nope. Oh, I need a disconnect from my VEO. And where is the Caravan? There it is. Pacific Wings. Alberto D, what's up, man? Thanks for the $5 super chat, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, LOLs indeed. We'll spawn here, and let's fly from. We'll fly back to Maui. You want to fly, or excuse me, fly back to Honolulu. We'll load up over here on like the Pacific Wings ramp over here. Sound good? I'll throw up the countdown stream. Give me about 3 minutes, 5 minutes to reset controls, and we'll do a nice Caravan V2 all the way around. Skepkin says, I see a trend here with the 3-letter companies, the CSS, FSS, and SSG. You might be onto something there, Skepkin. You might be onto something there. Don't forget to kill the taskbar app. I'm going to do that right now, Digital Merc. Thank you, my man. I'll see you guys in about 5 minutes. We got to get this taste out of our mouths. We're going Caravan Professional, a little sightseeing around the island. Let's do it. Kona? What's the ICAO? Let's go to Kona then. We'll go to Kona, Vodka. Kona it is. I'll be back in give me about 5 minutes there. Let's go ahead and turn that off, and we'll do this, and we'll do this. How about this? Perfect. I'll be back in 5 minutes. All right. That was awful. Let's do something a little bit more fun. Let's go ahead and here we are in our prop jet, Pacific Wings Cessna 208 Caravan. This is the updated version, I believe, from Black Square. We'll have to make sure of that. I'm pretty sure it is because I reinstalled the package. Let's do a little flight plan here. Let's take this out. We're going to hop across the island. Somebody said go to Kona, so PHOG. Actually, hold on. Let's do this. Departure, PHOG. I don't know if we'll be able to do this VFR, but let's take a look at it. PHKO. Kona. All right. Oh, that's far. Oh, no, it's not that far. What's happening to my map? There we go. So, what if we just stay low level around the coastline all the way to Kona? Let's put UPP in there. But let's just stay, let's stay as low as we can, see if we can do this 500 feet or so, stay VFR. It's only 53 miles. Yeah, that's be a nice little flight. That'll be a nice little flight. Cruise flight level, we're going to be VFR. Let's call it 4,500 feet. Oh, hold on. This is... Can I change the type of flight plan? Cannot be lower altitude. 4,000? Okay. 4,000 feet. We'll send this to avionics. We'll see if it's in there when we get there. All right. That's all ready to go. Let's hop inside the bird. And, oh, we got a Caravan over there waiting for us. I do have us VFR online. I have AO still, but I have us, you'll probably see me as a Mokulele Cessna 208 Grand Caravan. So, just don't hit Halekalala, and you'll be okay. Is that the volcano flyby, Tim? I don't know my Hawaii very well. Let me change my Bruner profile, and let me close out CSS. And let me get my Bruner profile on here for the Caravan. All right. Now it's fighting the yoke there because it wants to pull the yoke forward. All right, cool. Haleakala. Oh no, my bindings are different in this one than the other one. Let's get our fuel tank pumps are on. Let's come down here. We'll get the battery switch on. Let's get the nav lights on. Seat belts, no smoking sign can come on. Turn some floodlights on here. Radios and displays. We'll get you all turned on. Kind of below the cloud layer here. Get this panel juiced up. And can we connect ground power here? Nah, probably not. Let's just get the engine started. So let's pull out our EFB and 530, 430 Garmin. That works for me. Actually, let's take a KX55 on below there. Let's confirm that. Wait for that to change. We don't need two Garmins for this flight. And then we're going to go payload. Let's load it up. Let's get some passengers on here. Fully loaded. Wow, that's a lot. What are we, 7,400? We're still below. CG is way aft. I'm going to get rid of some of these big guys. There we go. That looks good. 84 gallons of fuel. That is plenty fine. Engine 98%. What? Look at that. Just free spooling the turbine there on inside the PT6. Failures turned up to 10. Oh, we have an active failure. I wonder what it is. We're going to see if we can surprise ourselves. We do have an active failure, it appears. All right. Instant bait on touchdown. I have that off. Okay. So that is set. Let's go ahead and prepare for engine start. Let's go fuel boost on. Let's go idle forward and cut off on the controls. Get the cams back online here. All right, I moved the yoke over. There we go. All right, idle forward, cut off. Fuel boost pump is on. The beacon light is on. And, oh, we need to close up the doors. Hold on. Let's close the... Actually, hold on. We have to go outside. Hold on. Don't do this. Not recommended. Close that. Hop back inside. Close the door. Open the window. Should have new Boris sounds. Clear prop. Let's go ahead and give it a turn here. Some people say start avionics 1 on. I don't know why. What does avionics 1 give you? Let's see. Let's go ahead and start it up. Everything's moving. Here comes the prop. NG through 12%. Low idle. There's light off. ITT rolling back. 40% starter cutout. And high idle. That sounds so good. Alright, we'll close the window. Boris Audio Works is cooking. Reset the generator. Avionics 2 then 1. Should have been 1 then 2 coming on. Fuel boost pump go back to norm. Let's plug our headset in. Wow, actually, let's just turn the sim down then. That sounds so good. Standby electric power in op. Standby power on. There we go. That's coming to life. We're squawking 2,000. Put you on standby for right now. We'll set 4,500. We'll see what the clouds are doing. 4,500 is set on the AP. 76 degrees outside. Looking good. Garmin's coming to life. Oh, look at that. Those sounds. That's the updated Boris Audio Works PT6 sounds. And that is throaty. That sounded amazing. That sounded really, really good. All right, let's get this going on here. Ooh, our flight plan is in the box. Love to see it. Wait for our GPS to come to. What are the current winds doing here? We'll just taxi out back to 20. That's fine by me. Let's use these charts here. Airport facility charts. Nope. Ground charts. Let's do FAA. There we go. We're over here somewhere. We're going to taxi to, no, we're over here. So we'll do intersection takeoff 20. Wait for our GPS to come to life and we're out of here. How's our fuel? Take a look at our fuel. Fuel is balanced trim, set for takeoff. I like to keep it just in front of that. Flight controls are free and correct. And, let's see, Maui traffic, Pacific Wings 357, going to be the intersection departure of Foxtrot off runway 20. What's funny is Pacific Wings, is that their call sign? It's the only airline that I interviewed for, and they did not hire me many moons ago. Tsunami? Oh, that is sick. Their call sign is Tsunami? Their call sign is Tsunami. That is too cool. No wonder they went out of business. This or the Duke? Oh man, two completely different missions. Two completely different missions. Let's take a listen to the ground beta transition. Oh yeah. So much smoother. So much smoother. We'll come over here and we'll hold short. We'll do an abbreviated run-up. Now we're talking. You hear how the prop like runs out of the... Oh, that's so good. All right, let's go ahead and set 400 foot-pounds. I need more lights on in here. What's going on here? I don't have enough lights. Open fan, vent fans. Let's open these up a little bit here. Get some ventilation. Those are on. The lights are on. We don't need that oxygen. I feel like I need more lighting. those all the way up. Let's turn those all the way up. All right, well, all the way up across the board. All right, Magic Barrel ref is set. Power 400 foot-pounds is set. Let's run a before takeoff run up abbreviated. Flight control screen correct alternator standby load alternator loads. Generator, alternator are off. That's good because we're on normal gen. We should turn standby generator on. Standby check 0, which it is. Generator load 3060 amps. And it is. It's a 50 something amps. Alright, cool. Generator switch trip. You want me to actually trip the gen? Alright, generator trip. Standby generator load positive. Where do you check the standby gen load? Yep, there we go. That's on. Alright, let's go ahead and reset. Look at that, back up. That looks good. Fuel boost pump is in norm. Fuel selectors both. Fuel point check. Fuel cutoff push in. Trim set for takeoff. It is. Flaps 10 normal. Flaps 10 coming in. Power levers foot. 400 pounds. Suction. We've got all the volts, or excuse me, all the suction we need. It's in the green. We've got H-hand shaft, so we're looking good. ITT, check for the inert sep temp. We're right about 590. Inert sep's coming out. ITT moved like 1 degree maybe. Check increase inert sep engine instruments power levers 1800, and we're doing overspeed check. Oh, I'm on 2485. My bad, that's my bad, vodka. 22.8. Can I get a radio check 22.8 for Tsunami 357?
Now you're talking.
There we go. All right, coming up to 1800 RPM. 1800 RPM is set. Check the overspeed governor. There it goes. It drops back down. That looks good. That's one thing we do need to check. Coming back to idle. All right, pitot heats and all the DI stuff we'll check later. We don't need any of that. It's plenty warm. Autopilot test, we're going to skip that because we know it works because it's black square. So let's rock and roll. Let's see Maui traffic with Tsunami 357 departing runway 20. We're going to make a right downwind departure southeast down the coastline. Climbing at 4,500 feet to Maui traffic. All right, strobes are coming on. Cabin lights are off. Seatbelts are on. Ready to rock and roll. Brakes released. Trims are set. Temperature in the cabin with no fans, 80 degrees. We're cooking. Let's go ahead and open up a little bit of cockpit ventilation here. Do an intersection departure takeoff. Ooh, let me spin my heading bug around because the heading bug actually works in this aircraft.
Looks like most of the crap's north of us. I think we won't be scud running area. I think we'll be fine.
I think we'll be good too. We're in GPS mode. Let me zoom the range out a little bit. I'm actually going to leave this in this mode here. And we're going to kind of fly out around the coastline. Ready? Let's go flying. Props, powers, rock and roll. Should we do a window open takeoff? Really, Thumper? Let's do it. Window open takeoff just for Thumper. Thanks for the $5 super chat. We're cleansing our ears of CSS. Here we go. Takeoff power set. I love it, baby.
Gotta be careful. Everything else is going up in there.
Did he say Lear?
Now we're going to be turning into perfect southeast coast.
Positive rate. Look, I went to move the gear lever. All right, let's start the right turn on runway remaining. Lower the nose, 85. Flaps are coming up. Trim, trim, trim. Right over the terminals. Watch that torque. We'll over torque it a little bit there. Torque's coming back down. Props coming 1900. A little bit of rain out there.
Probably driving for drag 69, lining up 20.
Tell you what, we'll take a look here at 1,000 feet. Oh, there's 1,000 feet over the coastline. We might go 1,500 if we can swing it. We'll see what happens here in the turn. I came for CSS-737, but I see the 208. Review, do not buy, Arlen. Do not buy. Let's take it up 1,500. I think we'll be right below the clouds. 1,500 feet. We'll set in 1,500. Oh, here comes 1,500 feet. We'll level the nose. Trim her out.
Callaway traffic for drag 69, taking off 20, making a right turn southeastbound over the coast.
Alright, that looks pretty good to me. Autopilot's coming on, heading, altitude arm, 1,500. Oh, why is our heading bug spin all the way around? What happened there? Did I not move the heading bug? User error. That's right, we'll cut across the island a little bit. Doing some S-turns. Alright, we're settled in here. Let's go ahead and set our power. We're at 1850. Props coming back. 1750. We're going to run it hard today. 700 ITT. That looks good. Fuel flow 400. We are a little out of balance from left side low. Let's take a look at our trims. Oh wow, look at our rudder trims down the back there. Stepping on the wrong rudder, Chief. Let's get our ball centered. Ball is centered and left side is low, so we need to go ahead and kill the left tank. All right, it was low-level Hawaii sightseeing. This is sweet. We'll stay here for a little bit as we get a little bit further out, maybe just past this shelf right here. Then we'll climb up to 3,500, and then we'll take a look. We'll be able to cut across the island a little bit more. Yeah, I think we're going to be good. That looks beautiful, man. Popped breaker? Do we have a popped breaker? Oh, chat. What do we have a popped breaker down here? Radio altimeter number 1. Push it back in. Could have been user error. Nope, it just popped. We got to get on the phone with ops. We'll call ops for me. Comp 2. Operations Tsunami 357. Yeah, we got a MIC right up when we get down in Kona. We've got Rad out 1. I'll have it written up in the book. Alright, ops is advised. Let's go ahead and step it up. 3,500 feet. .500 feet per minute. Powering up, we'll go right to left just a little bit. A little bit of power there, and that looks fine. Heading bug to the right. You should talk to ops more often. That is so awesome. I haven't done any low-level Hawaii flying. Like hardly any, ever. I've been wanting to. Finally got the opportunity. Let's keep it right up the coastline here. Let's go 3,500. We'll see. We'll see what that looks like for clouds. We're gonna redirect it to up. We're not really going to up. We're just kind of doing the tsunami way of things here. Roughly that way. Oh, look out this window. Oh, that is so cool. Are you consulting your VFR charts for restricted area? No, we're on a special flight plan. There are no restricted areas for us today. Where's Zippy when you need him to play ops? I know. Let's go full screen cam because this is too cool. That is awesome, man. Juicy. Is the 73700 out yet? Anybody know? I tell you what, let's keep. I don't want to get too high up, but we got to clear some terrain. Let's go 4,500. I think there's some airspace over here. What is this? What airport is this? We're gonna have to transition their airspace. Fuel check, looking good. Reminds me of the Hawaii tour and FSX spotting whales. Oh, dude, Sky Vagrant, man. You're absolutely right. I remember that mission too. I loved the missions in FSX. So much nostalgia, man. I'll still never forget St. Martin, CRJ. Runway 9er, cleared to land. That was such a great one, man. I did that mission so many times. Monsoon approach, yes, in the 7-4. Area 51 missions, your favorite, BombTech? Why does that not surprise me, BombTech? Why does that not surprise me in the latest? Torques and temps are looking good. Traffic is a Grumman goose landing on Simpson Bay, south of the runway. Oh my, I can hear it, Aaron. I can hear that. We're gonna have to, is there a YouTube video of it? I'm gonna have to play it. Put on, as soon as we level, I'm gonna see if I can find a video of it. Hey, 6 Alpha Whiskey, say aircraft type.
C208.
Oh, okay. I thought he said Lear initially. Hold on, is this a scheduling call? Let me stand by. I'll be right back. You have control. Nope. Just somebody saying that their records indicate that I'm approved for a personal loan. Love spam. Engine failure, Maldives. You know what I loved about FSX missions too? There's 1,000 to level up.
Duke is damn near stealth speed following you guys.
What are you flying?
I'm a Duke turbine.
Oh, yeah, he's going to be struggling. Let's turn the smoking sign off. The seatbelt sign will stay on. How's our temps in the cabin? 70 degrees. We're looking good. We don't need any heat. What was really cool about the missions in FSX is you could then substitute payware aircraft, which I thought was really cool. So I remember like loading in the pmdg for this approach in St. Martin, loading up the pmdg 400 for Quito approach. That's when I first discovered the stick shaker and like actual stalling situation. I'm like, okay, pmdg 74 is on a different level than the default one. Absolutely loved it, man. There's no "we've missed you" emails from VATSIM. Nah, man. VATSIM is straight dead to me, bro. PMDG with the Area 51 mission. Yeah, because we had the Janet livery for the 736. Chasing the UFO got you in the DCS. I remember that. Yeah, and then remember you had a screenshot? There was like a screenshot of it that was saved in the records. All right, torques and temps check. We're a little bit hotter now. We are good climb power, about 17, let's see now, about 1800. We're looking good here. We're going to level off soon. 120 knots. Looking good. Missed the start of the stream. Is the CSS permanently grounded? It is. I'm going to rename the stream to, how do I do this here? Do not buy. Do not buy. Save. Alright. Updated. Very rare. There's only 2 streams I think I have ever done on my channel where I have actually titled the stream Do Not Buy. Or maybe I should say Buyer Beware. It's the DC-9 and now the CSS-737. Because we can't have that. We cannot have that. I'm sorry. Alright. Power's coming back. I'm gonna set, let's see, 1750 torque. Let's bring the prop back 1700 for quiet cruise. Torque's gone up to about 1800 on the torque. 710 ITT looks good. NG is good. Fuel flow's looking good and balanced. Matter of fact, we can go ahead and turn them both on now. How's our balls? Are centered? Looking good. And what we can also do, we'll do flight plan. We'll redirect us here to up. Boom, boom. We'll set the course down. Hell, we can actually nav it. Let's do that. Let's go nav to up as we cross in between islands here. Wow, look at this. Is there like animals down there we should go look for? I feel like we should be looking for some animals down there. It does show how sounds can make or break an add-on. You're absolutely right, Dale, because had those sounds, let's just pretend for a minute that the CSS-737 sound pack was amazing. We're actually going to have to fly in heading mode here because we don't want to go through those clouds. So, let's just pretend that the sounds were amazing. I would have said, okay, we've got really good sounds, but the airplane needs a ton of work. And you know what? I say, hey, go try it for yourself. But with terrible sounds and a ton of work, we can't have that, man. We can't have that. Yes, I have fauna. Is fauna animals? I do have fauna on. I don't know how high it is. We've seen animals before in the Bering Sea. We've seen a bunch of, we've seen some, actually, I think I see something down there. What is that? I thought I saw something over there. But we're cooking now. All right, real quick, why we deviate? Hey, Ron, are you still here? I need to pull up a YouTube video. We need to listen to this. What is it? FSX TNCM mission. Johnny Matson from 18 years ago.
Lower the flap.
Hopefully we don't get a copyright strike on this. But this is nostalgia to another level.
To 8 degrees and adjust thrust to maintain 180 knots. You have the airplane. Continue flying heading 120 and maintain 7,000 feet. I'll handle the radios. You fly the approach.
Okay.
The airport's about 25 miles ahead of us. The approach controller will probably vector us out to the south, then give us a left turn to line up with the runway. Right to 130 and down to 3, world travel 268. Okay, turn right to 130 degrees and descend to 3,000 feet. Don't exceed 250 knots.
I want to where he checks in with tower.
3,000 feet. Left to 100, world travel 268. All right, make a left turn to a heading of 100.
Look at that CRJ. It looks about the same as the CRJ we have in this sim.
Tower now on
Here we go, here we go.
118.7.
Listen, listen, listen.
Going to tower, thanks. Juliana Tower, World Travel 268, with you on the visual.
World Travel 268, Juliana Tower, wind 121 at 12, runway 9 clear to land. Traffic is a Grumman Goose on final landing Simpson Bay, south of the runway.
Clear to land,
Dang.
and we have the traffic. World Travel 268.
Absolutely
All right,
love
we're
it.
cleared for the visual approach.
How cool is that, man? That is right in the feels, right in the nostalgia. I mean, that is so good. I'm glad you brought that up, Aaron, because that's cool. That's cool to listen to that again. We'll go ahead and skirt this little bit of rain here. We're looking good. That 2D cockpit was goated. It was, man. I love the 2D cockpits. We had like photorealistic 2D cockpit mods too. Captain AB says the DC-9 had an update recently. I'd be interested to see what you think. Captain AB, it would take more than an update to get me interested in the DC-9. I mean, what type of update are we talking about? What was the verdict on the CSS? Do not pursue it. Buyer beware. The current state that the CSS is in, $5 is asking a lot. But the good news is, you know, silver lining, it's only $5 if you want to try it for a month. The pmdg 73700 just released? Are you serious? Chat. Well, I don't know if I have time to fly it. I just ordered the Moza Force feedback yoke and combo, and I'm thinking about Honeycomb Bravo to replace Windwing F-18. I think that's a great idea, man. I love the Honeycomb Bravo throttles. It's going to be such a diverse throttle set for you. Oh, that looks cool. The rainbow. It's going to be such a diverse throttle set, you'll be able to fly anything you want, man, from single-engine props to 747s. That mission and its impact on me has cost me so much money over the years. You and me both, Aaron. You and me both, dude. I know. I blame pmdg for the CSS stream today. Had I have known, or had they released it, 2 hours earlier, we would have been doing Hawaii ops of the 700. Blackbird Controls, what's going on, man? Hope all is well. Dropping 10 gifted subs to the channel. Blackbird, very, very kind of you, my friend. Thank you so much for the support. For all those that pick up a membership from Blackbird, make sure you shout him out, say thank you, and go check out his website. He's got some really good throttle sets. Blackbird, also, we were going to ask you last night, are you working on a 747? 747 levers for pmdg. You let us know. CSS was M scenery quality. We go ahead and start cutting the corner in here. Wow, look at that rain. Big rain shaft off the right-hand side. And we can pretty much lock it in. Go direct to Kona. Direct track 181 if we need it. We kind of want to get over land, then we can, or at least close to gliding distance. What is with these lines in the ocean? I don't remember it being this bad before. Why are there so many grid squares in the ocean? I don't remember it being like that before. Look at that. That's pretty terrible. Take our headset off now that we're done listening to FSX. On the way to Kona. That's a beautiful shot right there. AMD issue? Is it really, Tyson? That's an AMD issue? For real. Ocean is divided into mid-squares in real life. The fish stay on their grids. Nah, Flicks, the only grid square that's divided is your search area because you fell asleep flying a 747 last night. Oh, it's on NVIDIA too? Okay, Tyson just trolling.
That is definitely not an AMD issue. I'm on Intel and have a 4090 and I have a grid squares of one.
Ah. Hey. Trolls. Jeff Fabiano, what's up, my man? I'm sad no one has made priority air charter for livery caravan for the Caravan yet. One of the best liveries on the Caravan, if you ask me. The flight has been awesome to watch. Hey, what's going on, man? Dude, I still love, dude, your AirNet flight to the Bahamas, real life. How does it feel to fly in that full motion rig, dude? The Caravan and that combined with the sounds, Boris, and then just everything going on with that, that has got to be one heck of a immersion setup, dude. Hold on, there's a scheduling standby. Man, when I'm on reserve, all these spam calls give me many heart attacks. So convince me about the Dash 700 for the Dash 800. I already have the Dash 800. One DSC. Listen, there's really no... I'm not going to be able to convince you either way. It's going to be what airplane has the liveries that you want to fly. You know, the 800 and 700 are almost identical. The 700 is much shorter. It is a little bit of a hot rod of an airplane. I don't fly the 700. My buddy flies the 700. He says he really doesn't notice any difference in the feel of the airplane. Performance, on the other hand, is different on the 700. So, with that said, if you want, you know, if your airline that you want to mimic the most routes with, it flies 700s, I don't think you'll be disappointed flying the 700 if you already have the 800. It's really going to come down to personal preference. Speaking of, do we have a price check? Let's see. What is the 700? Would they sell it? Let me see. I don't remember. Did I have the 700? I have to check my pmdg account here. It is out for $74.99. Hoo-wee. Do we have a, do you get a discount? $30 to repurchase. Oh, okay. Oh, not bad at all. $30 repurchase, I think that's very fair. I actually don't know if I have it. I'll have to log in and check. Did we fly the 700? I don't know if we actually flew the 700. We might have, actually. We might have. It was the 800 that I didn't want to get, or I never got the 900, I think. 2 cups of coffee. Listen, 2 coffees and a cookie today after breakfast date with a missus, $21. So, not far off. Not far off. With what we just saw with CSS, trust me, it's worth $30, or else you can have more devs like CSS. Jeff says, motion is where it is at, man. Yeah, no joke. If you have the priority air charter, then you should go Google it. I'm going to do it right now. Priority air charter. So, Jeff, I know a guy. I know a guy that can do good liveries. C208 priority air charter. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Jeff, you gotta tag Whiskey Throttle in the Discord. You gotta tag him for this. That is a sweet livery. That is a very sweet livery. Nope, we're off course. Let's redirect it and then we'll nav it. You want to see the livery? Here, let's do it. They have a PC-12 too. There you go. Look at that. That is sweet. Look at the blue one. We definitely need to get Whiskey Throttle on that. I mean, I love. He did the Pacific Wings Fleet Pack too. I don't know if it's if he released it yet, but I love these too. So Pacific Wings, New Mexico EIS operator, and Hawaii Inner Island, call sign Tsunami, which is really cool. But that's a really cool livery. I've never seen that one before. Same thing happens every month when they add the PBS award sequence into FOSS. Flying been added to your schedule. Good lord, what did they do with now? It's just next month. So, yeah. I need a bid still. Bid opened yesterday? I still have time, right, Turks? I gotta go home and bid. Jeff says, I worked with those boys and they had some lousy routes. Phoenix to St. Louis in a Caravan. What? Phoenix to St. Louis in a Caravan? Dude. Alright, let's make a radio call. Kona traffic, Tsunami 357, about 25 miles to the north, inbound for a straight in, runway 35, Kona. I would descend lower, but because we are over the water, we got to be 4,500 feet. So we can glide back to shore. How's our fuel balance? Looking pretty perfect, if you ask me. Torques and temps all look good. Our rat out breaker has popped. We already let ops know, so that's good. I usually do my bid about 15 minutes before the window closes. Yeah, that's about like me too. I do it early. Well, I do it super early typically, and then I forget that I bid, and then I log in 15 minutes prior to bid close, and then I redo it. Just got in here, missed this verdict in the CSS. No buy indeed into the winds. I cannot in good faith recommend the CSS 500, even for $5. It's just such a miss right now. Somebody said that they're working on a big update. We might revisit it after the big update drops, but until then, I cannot recommend it. And their launcher model that runs in the background will also, for my particular rig, it really tanks my performance as well. So highly no recommend as of right now, which is unfortunate because I really want a classic 7.3 in the sim. I'm all about classic jets, classic props. But we had to get the taste out of our mouths. That's why we're flying Caravan right now. Turks, I didn't get to TDY. I didn't get to vacancy. I didn't get nothing. About to retire, become a full-time YouTuber, man. I'm actually looking at buying an office building and switching careers. I don't know how sustainable this is, bro. We streamed yesterday for 6 hours. Got into a little date with the wifey. That's true, man. That was awesome. That was a great stream last night. That was a great stream. That was a great. We had some great espresso martinis too. Wasn't this version the big update, Mr. Sat? I didn't. I was talking about the CSS. This is a big update on the Caravan. That I didn't know, to my knowledge, unless the update had just released on CSS. I thought somebody said after I posted I was going live that there's a V2 coming out for CSS. Man, these clouds look real right now. Look how real those clouds look. Are we kidding right now? This is real life. No, Mr. Sat, to my knowledge, I thought that was whatever. I mean, that was the latest version. That was the I installed it yesterday. So if the update came out before yesterday, then what you saw was the update. But I thought they were still working on it. But I could be wrong. I mean, this is real life clouds. Look at this. AJ, where are you at with your X-Plane 11, man? Come on, look at it. We got cloud lighting over here coming through the clouds. Just a beautiful. Oh, there we go. Right when I tried to give it a compliment, we warped shapeshift. Am I missing the tray table? I am, dude. Tray table and the electric chair are honestly the two most missed things from the Airbus for me personally. The electric chair and the tray table. But here's the thing, I also like the yoke. It's just I wish in a perfect world I'd be able to in a perfect world we'd be able to fold the yoke or like stow the yoke and pop a tray table out. That would be a perfect 7.3 world. Alright, we're starting down. Let's go ahead and extinguish all those cigarettes. Get some air vent flow here. It's getting a little bit toasty. Let's get some fresh air in the cabin. You promised Miss V1. You promised monthly Miss V1 Ellie streams. AJ, when I get fiber at my house, we do Miss V1 Ellie streams. Was a bus slot even available when they got? Oh yeah, Turks. Yeah, man, I'd be. Buses were available, a class after me, but I didn't want to bid it and then be withheld, right? Because I still have a year seat lock. And I thought, well, if I get awarded a bus vacancy, then I'm going to be withheld and I wouldn't be able to bid Dallas if Dallas came up on the 7.3, right? So that's why I didn't bid it. All I had there was 7.3. All right, 800 feet per minute, down we go. Tanks are balanced. Lights are all on, seatbelts are on, no ice is required. Both fuel tanks are on. Absolutely beautiful. Runway is in sight. Oh, in new hire class on day one. Oh, yes. But it was LaGuardia. And ain't nobody got time for that, Turks. Ain't nobody got time for that. But hindsight being 2020, I would have done maybe 2 months there and then been able to get out. I don't know. Is 2 months commuting to the Northeast worth 6 months, 8 months, a year commuting to the Southeast? I don't know. It's close. It's not an easy decision. That's how awful it is. It'd be a colossal mistake to bid bus before getting med. Okay, good. That's what I thought. Good. So we're on the same track there. Down we go. Magic Barrel Reft is updated. Coda traffic. Tsunami 357, 8 miles to the north, inbound straight in, runway 35 Kona. Looking for the Grumman Goose in Simpson Bay.
Are you going to circle 35 or land at 17?
I don't know. What are the winds doing down there? Let's go into heading mode here. We'll throw this into OBS and set the OBS course to be 350 or 17 actually, right? Let's set OBS course 17. I guess we could do this. We have the tools available to us. Hilo, Kona, weather, winds. 040 at 13. Can we land with a 13 knot tailwind? We're in a Caravan. I don't see why not. Let's circle. Kona traffic, Tsunami 357, going to enter a left downwind, runway 35, Kona. We'll spin this around, 350. We'll enter left downwind. This will be good. We'll join the coastline here. Should cross over midfield, but that's all right. And traffic pattern altitude's 1,500 feet. Magic Barrel Ref is set. Kona inside off the left. Fly by Tim, we're about to find out, because I don't believe I have a payware Kona, so we're about to find out, handcrafted right now, Tim. We're about to find out. I know traffic pattern altitude's probably 1,500 feet, but I want to see... Oh, we should probably be squawking VFR. Actually, we should be squawk altitude 2,000. Let's descend to 1,000. For cinematic purposes. It is a custom airport? Well, let's take a look at it. It doesn't look like a hotel, that's for sure. Sometimes in drone view, you have a better rendering distance. It doesn't look like a hotel. There looks like there's some tents down there. We'll find out together. Kona traffic, number 357, left downwind, 35, Kona. You fly in here a lot of the Glufu? Nice, man. I can't remember last time. I think we flew the E-Jets in here a long time ago. I think this is my first time flying in the Caravan. Or I know it's the Caravan for sure. Alright, join the downwind. Start slowing up. Don't need to be doing 160 knots. Although I'm pretty sure Pacific Wings would fly these suckers like max torque until 3 mile final and then chop and drop. Alright, sounds are coming up.
Kona traffic, we're drag.
Warning is coming up.
Turbine out left traffic.
Autopilot's coming off. Power's coming back. Props up. Kona traffic, so I'm at 357. Turn to left base from 35. Recording is on. Right arc flaps 10. Up to the alarm. Spin you up out of the way. Probably should have auto FPS off because it's lowering my LOD because we were in the CSS. Should we try to do a short field landing on the numbers and make that first taxiway? Let's do that. Flaps full. Let's try to do a short field landing here and make that first taxiway. Put it on the threshold. About 60 knots. Let's aim for the numbers. Aim for the numbers. There should be plenty of room.
Kona traffic, we're drag. Turn page for runway 35, full stop.
Perfect. Plenty of room. We'll take the reverse high speed. Kona traffic, exit number 357, clear of runway 35. Nailed it. Flaps up. Where are we going to park this puppy? Yeah, this is a nice little airport. Should we go down there? Let's go down there. Where's that career track? Terminal is cool. Where's it? Is it up here by the base of the tower? Or is it right over here? I have no idea where I'm going. Yeah, this is a handcrafted one. JJ, you just watched the CSS takeoff? Dude, it was something else, wasn't it? Yeah, man. And I got a stick shaker. In my Bruner, I got a stick shaker at 165 knots. And it was telling me, if I listened to the CSS performance card, it was telling me 117 was rotate. And we were at 165 knots. Riddle me that. Weather radar is off. Standby on the transponder. This looks like a terminal over here. Oh, there's a career track. Let's go over here where these little tents are. I love how I can adjust the beta. That's so fun. I love adjusting the beta. It's not just on or off. Brakes set. Avionics is coming off. Power's in idle. Taxi lights coming off. Shut her down. Feather. Fuel boost is coming off. Battery switch is coming off. Fuel selectors off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kona. And here comes Mr. Career Track. That was epic. I feel so much better than I did after the CSS flight. My goodness. I feel so much better, chat. Let's take a quick look at the replay. And then we'll get out of here. Let's do a little... Actually, hold on. Can you go over here? Oh, you can hear that Duke spooling down, which is cool. I guess I gotta update my MTLs. I should have a Duke MTL. Oh, man, look at this. Can I go in here? I can't get Barry in there. Ah! How do we get in there? There's like a little waiting area and stuff. Hey, for free 95, I'm not complaining. Yeah. All right. Ooh, Alaska. You're going to have to change that. You have to get rid of that mustache or beard there, Mr. Eskimo. All right, let's close up the door. Replay's coming on. Did Vodka ever make it? Let's go forward, mixture low idle, battery on, fuel selectors on, fuel boost on, and then when we go into replay, it should automatically work. We'll disconnect from the network. looks good engine-wise. Wonderful. Nah, no more flying. We're wrapping it up. We're done, baby. We are done. Let's see our short field landing technique here. Coming in over the beach. Man, what epic clouds today for flying in Hawaii. It's a great day to fly in Hawaii. What did our passengers see when we were doing a short field? I think it was a pretty good landing. Yeah, some of the 1-1 ray stripe too long. Oh, the sounds though. You guys are right. The updated PT6 sounds are really good. Look at this. Look at us hanging on the prop here. Short field landing technique. Hold it. I wanted the numbers. 50 feet long. That's right. It's in PTS standards, I think. Still within PTS standards. Made the reverse high speed. Touchdown right there. Let's do this. Fabiano replay cam. Ain't nobody got time for chase plane. Caravan Masterclass. Thank you, Jeff. Beautiful touchdown, though. I will take that. I will take that. I thought the same about chase plane. Once you get it, you never want to go back. Really, Jeff? Hold on now. If Jeff is saying it's worth it, it's even better than Faviano replay cam? Really, Jeff? Man, if Jeff is saying we need chase plane, and you've had no stability issues, no WASMs, no random circuit breakers popping, none of that? Because I've heard a bunch of random stuff happening bad with it. I don't know. All right. Maybe I have to go look at chase plane now. I'll let you watch a couple of replays. I'm going to sign off. I'm on call for tomorrow, so I'm probably going to get a call at 1 o'clock in the morning. It says, hey, I need you in 12 hours. Even though it should be a 14-hour call-out, but because it's the first block of a reserve day, somehow they negotiated they can still use 12 hours on the first day of the block, which is beyond me. It kind of defeats the whole purpose. Anyway, I digress. If I don't get called tomorrow, maybe we will fly 737-700 operations. If I don't stream tomorrow, I'm probably going to be gone for 4 days, flying on the backside of the clock in the mountains of South America. So, until then, until next week, perhaps, enjoy the rest of your week and weekend. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you hit the like button for me on the way out, and we'll see you next week. All right. What? Mr. Randazzo. Oh, there he is. Listen, I don't know if you're earlier. I blame you, Mr. Randazzo. I had to fly the CSS today because I needed to do a mini 7.3 hop. I didn't have the 700 in time. Unacceptable. Just kidding. What number do I need you to call? Call in sick for you. Well, the good thing is to just do it via text, so we shall see. But somehow they also negotiated you don't accrue sick time on your first year, so riddle me that. All right. I'm out of here. Enjoy the weekend. Stay safe. Stay healthy. I'm D1. Soup.